Well, welcome to Ybor City. For those of you who have not been here before, this is a spectacular city. It's a spectacular part of Tampa's community, spectacular part of its heritage. I did not anticipate it would be this hot today. We actually anticipated rain, so that's the good news. It's rather to be hot than be raining. But thank you all for coming. It's such an exciting day. What you see here behind us, besides this gigantic Ashley truck, is a building that was constructed by a man named Mel Sembler many years ago. And we thank him very much. He's here today. I don't know where Mel is. Right there he is. Thank you for over-engineering the building. Thank you. The one thing we didn't count on, Mel, was the concrete filled with mortar for sound deadening in a movie theater. Very, very difficult to undo once you do that. But this project took about 9 months, and to convert a movie theater into world-class millennial office space is quite a challenge. I can tell you that we got the project done from start to finish in less than 10 months, and we only were able to do that because of the cooperation of the mayor. Mayor Buckhorn, thank you so much. Thank you. The governor of the state of Florida, our construction company, Perry Company, our architects, AI Collaborative, and an unbelievable team of Ashley employees. There's a lot of Ashley employees here right now. I'd ask you to stand, but I think you're already standing. But if you could just do me one favor, raise your hand right now, and I want you to say, Ashley, Ashley, Ashley. So ready? We're going to do it. 1, 2, 3.
Ashley, Ashley, Ashley.
Nice work, guys. Thank you. This project was so good in a repurposed facility that it just won the Tampa area's best repurposed project of the year, and it's only February 2016. So I don't think anything's going to come along that's going to top this. In addition to the team of folks that helped this project happen, Ron and Todd Wanek are true visionaries. And I got to tell you, they say that they're what they call a dirty fingernails company. There were days when Ron and I and Todd and I sat in this building, and I said, okay, here's what I think we should do. And they said, no, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go crawl around in the air conditioning ducts today. We're going to take our jackets off. And they actually did that. Ron Wanek, you wouldn't believe it, he was crawling around in air conditioning ducts suggesting design improvements. Now, I'll tell you what, by the end of it, it was a much, much better facility than the day that we started. I thought we had some pretty good visionaries. These two guys are great visionaries, and their vision came to fruition today because of the work of all these people. Ron has a saying in Ashley, and you saw it on the wall. I know many of you took the tour, but he says, you get what you inspect, not what you expect. And I can't stress that more enough, because I was here last night with our CEO of Ashley Global Retail at 10 o'clock at night, and I walked around the facility, and he said, what the hell are you doing here? And I said, well, you know, I like to see things when there's not a lot going on. And he and I talked about the buzz that has been created by Ashley Furniture being here in Tampa. The employees are excited, the community is excited. This is as good as it gets, folks. This is going to be a great thing for the community. The employees here are jazzed. I got to tell you, there's a buzz in the air. By the end of this year, we're going to have hundreds of employees here working here, playing here, patronizing the restaurants. It's going to make a big impact in this part of town. The one final thing I say before I introduce our next speaker, Dr. Nito Cobain from High Point University, is Ashley Furniture is the largest furniture retailer in the world. They're the #1 manufacturer in the world, and they're the #1 brand of furniture in the world. And I like to think about sports analogies when you talk about business. How do people react when they get behind in a game? They only have 2 reactions. They either quit or they fight. The more instructive thing to look at is when you're ahead by 3 touchdowns. What happens when you're in first place by a mile? These guys don't let up off the gas. When you're ahead, you run like you're 10 points behind. Ashley runs like they're 10 points behind, but they're 10 miles ahead. And that's a really tough thing to do day in and day out. So I give the Waneks and all the Ashley team a lot of credit. So thank you, guys. It means the world that you're here today, and thank you for being such great visionaries for this facility. You're up next. Now we're going to do the presentation of colors from the UT Color Guard, and I believe we're going to sing the National Anthem as well. So please direct your attention.
March time, march. Colors, hope. Left, face. Present, colors.
what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well, that was incredible. Just so you know, both of those people are Ashley employees. We did not hire them as professional singers. They're a very multi-talented company. The next guest I want to introduce is Dr. Nito Kubain. He is the president of High Point University. And I know a couple of you have visited there with myself and the Wanek family, Dr. Vaughn and others. If you've never had a chance to go to High Point, you need to go. It's one of the most interesting, innovative, creative, cutting-edge universities you will find anywhere in the United States. In addition to him being the CEO of the university, he's also, and I'm glad I'm going before him and not after him, he is probably one of the top 5, and I'm not overstating this, doctor, public speakers in the world. I've seen him speak 20 times, and every time you walk away and you say, my goodness, I didn't think it could get any better than this. So with that, Dr. Nito Kubain, thank you.
Is there any breathing soul standing here this morning who doubts for a microcosmic second of a minute that the American dream is alive and well? Can any one of us be seated here or standing in this gathering doubt for a single moment that when you have an idea, when you commit yourself to it, when you engage yourself in the fundamentals that built this country in the first place, when you adhere to principles of personal initiative, free enterprise, when you take risks in a calculated and intelligent way, that you can truly shout it from the mountaintop. There is no such thing as unrealistic dreams. There are no such things as unrealistic dreams. There are only unrealistic timelines. A guy who didn't have indoor plumbing when he grew up. Today, Governor brings to your state more employees, more investments, and by the way, I know for sure he's paying you a lot of taxes. And Mayor, I don't know how you landed this deal right here, but I gotta tell you, you deserve a star for landing Ashley in the midst. Is there a city in America that wouldn't today vie to have this new development, this revitalization of an area that brings, for a moment I thought it was a modeling school, to be honest with you, I wasn't sure. Look at these men and women, beautiful, smart, intelligent, committed. Ron and Todd, I am proud to be your friend. And I'm proud to stand here today to salute you for creating new jobs right here in Florida, and in North Carolina, and in Mississippi, and in Wisconsin, and states beyond, and states in between. You have taken risks. You have invested your resources. You believe in America and what it stands for. You are entrepreneurs right down to your core, And you have shown us that when we have a dream, we can deliver on the dream. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is not about a ribbon-cutting event, even though we're so privileged to have the governor of Florida here and the mayor of Tampa here and other distinguished guests here. This isn't about that at all. This moment will be a fleeting moment, and an hour will be beyond it. This is about investing in our hearts and souls and minds, the spirit that shouts from the mountaintop, yes, I can. I believe in the art of the possible. America is still the land of the free and home of the brave. This is the place where immigrants want to come to this country because here they know they can achieve their dreams. You're looking at one of them who filled out 38 forms, side A and side B, to become one of you. This is the place where people's dreams are born and delivered. That's what today is about. It's about telling the world the American dream is alive. And Ashley is but one example of what can happen in our country when we get involved in something noble and something useful and something purposeful. I do not think of Ashley as a successful company. I think of Ashley as a company that has success at its core, but that is framed with significance. In every community where Ashley resides, where Ashley does business, they reach beyond the boundaries of the company to invest in the city, to invest in the education institutions, to reach out and say, together we can change the world. And you are, Todd, as CEO of this company, you're changing the world one bit at a time, and we thank you for it. And Ron, I know when you lay your head on the pillow at night, you got to feel a sense of great satisfaction that great things have come because you've sacrificed your life and your career to build this company. That's what today is all about. Today is not yet one more opening of one more center for commerce. Today is about America, what it stands for, what we must believe in, what we must hope for, and what we must do to accomplish our part to deliver on it. So welcome. Welcome to the American dream. Welcome to the microcosmic essence of free enterprise. Celebrate as you stand here in your heart what you're doing in your life and the blessings that you enjoy in your family, in your business, and in your career.
Thank you, Dr. Kubain. Well said, as always. The next speaker needs no introduction, but I will do a very, very brief one, I promise, Governor. I got to know the governor when he got elected shortly in his first term. And since that day, he has been laser focused on one thing. Many things, but laser focused on one thing, and that's creating jobs in this state. And this governor has created more jobs in this state than anybody could have possibly imagined at the time he got elected. He's going to talk about that today, but he is laser focused on that mission. He's accomplished it, and we're great to have him as a partner. Thank you for having Enterprise Florida help us with this project. Governor Rick Scott.
What a great day. Now, if you ran for governor in 2010 in a state that had lost 800,000 jobs in 4 years, you were hoping that you would have days like this. Days like this that you could prove that the American dream had not died, the days you could prove that by cutting taxes, reducing regulation, by making sure that you made sure businesses were more successful, that you could create all these jobs. Governments never created jobs. Ron and Todd and all the employees here and all the entrepreneurs here, you're creating the jobs. We've added 1,025,000 jobs in 5 years. There is no place like Florida. We live in the greatest nation in the world. We also live in the best state and the best nation in the world. There is no place like Florida. I want all the jobs in Florida. All of them out of Wisconsin would be nice. Tomorrow's another day. But I want to congratulate Ron and Todd and everybody at Ashley for what you've done. It's great that you picked Florida. It's great that you picked Tampa. Mayor Bob Buckhorn is working hard every day. Tampa is our biggest job creator, 41,000 jobs last year. So congratulations, Mayor. But the American dream will only stay alive if we continue to fight for the dream. We can't fight for the dream if we're going to have higher taxes or more regulation or make it difficult for these businesses to succeed. But today's a great day. It's a great day for Ashley, and it's a great day for Florida and Tampa. So congratulations. This is the grand opening of the new Global Retail and E-Commerce Center. So congratulations to the 200 jobs already here, the 600 jobs in Florida. Of course, we want more jobs. We want all the jobs right in our great state. So Ron and Todd and everybody at Ashley, congratulations on this grand opening. It's a great day. I do have, Ron and Todd, if you come up. I have 2 awards for you. I want to talk about one other person. So this is the Governor's Business Ambassador Award. If you run for governor, and by the way, there's an opening in 2018. You can give away awards for people to add jobs. This is like the Olympics. Okay? A 1,025,000 jobs is important. The 200 jobs already here are important, but the truth is it's about a family. I grew up in a family that struggled for work. I lived in public housing when I started school. Every job's important, and every job changes a family. So I want to highlight Rodrigo Piven right now. Come on up. Now just think back. 5 years ago, home prices had dropped 48% in 5 years, or 4 years. We lost 800,000 jobs. But you look at what's happening here now. Last year, 365,000 people moved to our state. They moved from cold, high-tax places like New Jersey, and they moved here because of the job opportunities. We have almost 300,000 job openings. And so the Rodrigos are going to be changing our state. They're young people coming down here and making this the #1 place to raise a family. This is the best melting pot in the world. We have over 250 languages spoken in our state, and Tampa is leading the effort. There was a company I was talking to in New York City, and they said all their employees want to be in Tampa. I was happy they want to be in Florida. The mayor's happy they want to be in Tampa. So congratulations, Rodrigo.
Appreciate it.
All your success.
Thank you.
And again, congratulations to everybody, Ashley, for this grand opening.
Thank you, Governor. I did hear you say there was an opening for Governor 2018. Hello, Bob. Bob Buckhorn. There's probably a lot of Bobs in the audience. So, the next guy I'm going to introduce is truly special to Ashley. His name is Mark Dufresne. Mark Dufresne's been with the company for a couple of years now. But the reason that Mark is here is because Ron and Todd have a vision of bringing in smart people. There's a great quote by Steve Jobs. He says, "Why the hell would I hire all these smart people and then tell them what to do?" Right? That's what they did with Mark Dufresne. They brought in a guy that knows retail. He knows how to run a business. He brought Kevin Hook with him. He's got a team of people, and these guys know how to run the business. So Todd and Ron made a great hire with Mark Dufresne. He's going to take this company from where it is today to the next level, and the next level, and the next level, and he's going to talk to you about that right now. Mark Dufresne.
Welcome, everyone. I can't tell you how excited I am to be here. Isn't there a buzz in the air? Isn't this fantastic? I just can't get over this. I've run a big organization, but this is absolutely something. And I would just like to first of all thank Governor Scott and Mayor Buckhorn for being here. It really shows your commitment to Florida and to Tampa and all that's happening here in the economic development. And we are on a roll. We certainly are, and thank you very much for coming. I'd also like to thank Todd and Ron Wanek, and it's for the trust and confidence you've had in me to be able to do this. We have been on a roll, and the transformation that we're doing in retail is significant. It is very important that retail is closer to the customer and that we get it right. And the investments that we're doing are phenomenal. We have here today 200 retail associates as part of this, and I'd love to hear from them. They're all over the place here. There's 200 here, and they are, it wasn't 20 months ago where we had 87. We got 200 now, and we're going after certain pieces. Retail for us is so important, but it's this e-com, this digital, and so on and so forth that we're putting in here today. And they represent 18,000 retail field team members. In other words, we got stores, and across the world we have 18,000 of these individuals, and these people help guide them, and they are smart. And they do love to live in Florida, and they do love to live in Tampa. And here in Ybor, this is a very special place for it. It's historic. There's all kinds of things that make them want to be here. It is a great place to live and play, and it's close to other pieces of Tampa that is very important for us and our ability to attract. By the way, once again, we do not have any trouble having people say, no matter where they're from, to say, yes, I want to be here. So this has been very rewarding for us. This is a very special day. We moved in last week, so we're just getting to know the area. Our e-com moved in, in December. It's been a great environment, but what's in front of us is incredible. And I just wanted to, once again, just have everybody understand how important Ybor and the environment and the historic piece is. And just even when you walk to work, and you go through 7th and you get to see all the different unique buildings, you get to go down the cobblestone, you get to go through the center here, you get to go over the tracks and go by the brewery, and you get the roosters and the smells and all the rest, and it's just a fantastic place to be. We love being down here. Our mantra this year is choose to be extraordinary, and it was inspired by Dr. Cubain, and it is going to be what we're after. Our growth in this year is going to be hundreds of millions of dollars. In 2015 alone, our growth was $345 million over the year before. That alone would have put us in the top 25. It's amazing. We have even bigger plans for 2016. So despite the fact that we are number one manufacturer, we are in the world. We're the number one retailer in North America, and despite that, we got so many things that we're working on. Our brand, our logo, our product, our marketing, our store design, our store size is being adjusted. Our technology, our e-commerce, all of these pieces of the puzzle are moving forward with us, and the brain trust for that is right over here in Ybor. This is where it's all going to happen. We do have a fantastic network of stores, and we have a fantastic network of licensees that help us drive that. So I would just like to say that we are led by a CEO, Todd Wanek, that is able and has no problem taking the risk and having us understand what it's going to take to be able to win in this new era, and that is absolutely wonderful. So once again, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for this special day. And I'm excited about our future. I'm excited about the future of these 200 people here. This is going to be a fantastic run for us. Thank you very much, and enjoy the day.
Mark, thank you for that. The next gentleman I'm going to introduce is special for me because very few days you get to go to work every day and learn something absolutely new, not something you thought you were going to learn, something that's completely unexpected. And Ron Wanek has become a personal mentor to me. He's such a humble person. For what he's achieved in his life, he never wears it on his sleeve. He never crows about it. He never shouts it from the mountaintops. He just goes about his business and is excellent in everything he does every day. And I've learned more from Ron Wanek in the last 5 years that I've known him than I learned in the first 15 professional years of my career. So I credit Ron that. And Ron's a chairman and the founder of Ashley Furniture, and he's got great vision, and his vision is what we're here to celebrate. And I hope you all got to walk through the building, because 90% of that vision was Ron Wanek, and he's just an incredible guy. Ron, why don't you come up and say a few words?
Thank you, Ken, and thank you all for being here today. It's really a special day for us. But at Ashley, we hire for attitude, and we train for skill. The same is true for a community or a state. And I want to thank you, Governor Scott, for encouraging us to be here in Florida, and Governor Buckhorn, It sticks. Anyway, thank you so much, Mayor, for everything. And I have to tell you, it isn't so easy to develop in Florida elsewhere. This is not an easy state to develop in, and I want to thank you for making things move along in Tampa here. So thank you so very much. But I want to thank everybody at Ashley for the fine job that they do, and I especially want to thank my son, Dr. Cobain, and everybody else for the great job that they do. You do a wonderful job, and we appreciate everything you do, and especially my wife, Joyce. Stand up, Joyce. So with that, we're very proud of everybody and the great job in this great city and this great state, and thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
Our next speaker is Todd Wanek. Todd is the president and CEO of Ashley Furniture. What's so unique about Todd is that this company, as you've all heard today, has gotten very big. It's the largest manufacturer in the world, the #1 selling brand in the world, but yet it's still a family company. We had a presentation this morning with all of our Ashley employees in a big theater that we kept. I think we're now the only private company with a private movie theater in our headquarters, which would be great. If anybody wants to watch the movies, give me a call. But Todd has a way of really making it feel as though we're still a small company. There was a presentation this morning, and I'll brag on Todd. He made his first piece of furniture at age 14, and it was a gift for his mother. And she uses that stool because if you've met Joyce, she's about 5 feet tall and sometimes can't reach everything. And there wasn't a dry eye in the house. They know every single employee by name. They still meet with every single employee every year across the world. They don't do it individually. They do it in groups of about 300 these days because there's 25,000 of them. But to still have that dedication to employees, to meet with them every single year, every single employee in China, in Vietnam, California, Pennsylvania, Mississippi, Florida, North Carolina. What did I forget, Todd? There's another state there. Wisconsin, the big state, right? Forgot the most important one. But they still do that every single year, meet with every employee. And that's because Todd's got culture. They've created a culture of family inside of a very large organization. And that is so rare and so unique today. So Todd, congratulations. And Todd Wanek, our president and CEO.
All right, Team Ashley, let's show them our spirit. Let's go. Guys ready? There we go. Perfect. Well, I want to thank the governor for being here as well, and Mayor Governor Buckhorn, appreciate you, and Dr. Cobain. I'll tell you what, this is a very, very special day for us, very special day. We had a great celebration this morning. We talked to our team, and we're really encouraged by what's happening with this organization. The retail team that's here is a lifeblood of our organization. We have 25,000 associates in the United States and worldwide, and we're so proud of those people. But it all starts right here, because we need to have a vibrant and exciting retail culture. And what we're doing is we're creating the home. We're creating inspiring dream homes, and we are so excited about the future and everything that's being done. When we talk about parts of this organization, we have interior design, we have marketing, we have e-commerce, we have IT. Many, many other parts of this organization are represented here in Ybor City, and we are really happy to call this home. The truck you see behind us, we have over 800 of those trucks on the road, and in our peak week, we did 4,000 deliveries of furniture in those trucks. So 4,000 truckloads of furniture were delivered to our customers in 1 week right after Black Friday. So this team, here is responsible for all that growth, and this team here is responsible for really what's happening with Ashley and the transformation that's happening with our organization. I'd also like to thank the community. Could everybody that's either a contractor, business person, educator, please raise your hand? Thank you for all of your support. I'll tell you what, this building was done, and it is world class. In addition to that, we have been totally embraced in this community, totally embraced. All the businesses and everybody around us are absolutely welcoming us with open arms, and I want to thank you for that, and thank you for all of the energy that you're really creating in the Ybor City, because this is fantastic, and this is a rebirth of Ybor, and we are so excited to be part of that Ybor. So excited to be part of that the rebirth. So thank you very much, and have a great day.
Okay, we're coming in for a landing now. And Mayor, this says special guest speaker, and you probably thought this was you, right? Special guest speaker, Mayor Buckhorn. It's actually not. This is actually a special guest speaker that we brought. You're still a special guest speaker, but you're not, that's not you on this program. The special guest speaker is Jeff Vinik. And Jeff and I have become very good personal friends over the last 5 years since he bought the team. And what Todd just said about embracing people into the community, I know Jeff tells this story a lot, and I won't say what he's going to say, but the feeling that you get when you move to Tampa as somebody who hasn't been here for a long time is just so charming and warming and endearing. I've been here since 1976, so I'm kind of used to it. But when people come from Boston, when they come from Wisconsin and other places, to have them be so embraced on day one and feel like they've been here their whole life is really special. And that's how Jeff felt. I know he feels that way. That's why he's made a big bet on Tampa. That's why I wanted him to speak today, to talk about what he's doing and how we look at downtown, the Channel District, and Ybor City as part of one big urban core. It's all connected, not just with the streetcar, but with the people, with the jobs, with the enthusiasm. He's built so much enthusiasm in this community in the last 5 years. I just can't say enough about it. So with that, Jeff, can you come up and say a few words?
All right, thank you, Governor Jones. You know, when they put special guest speaker down with all these other people we have here today, all these other great speakers and, you know, the Waneks and what they've done, do you have to call me special guest speaker? The last time I did a special guest speaker for an event I was holding, I ended up having a guy come in talking about the logistics of how to accomplish something. All my guests thought I was bringing in Mike Krzyzewski, so it didn't come in too. So I'm sorry I don't have Mike Krzyzewski here to talk about leadership and coaching, but this is a great day. I do want to congratulate the Waneks. I do want to congratulate Ashley Furniture, but I want to do more than that. What I want to do is thank them. Not only do our names kind of rhyme a little bit, but we actually I feel like we're kindred spirits here, because the Waneks, myself, and frankly, Cascade Investment, our great partner in our real estate, we all see the potential in this great city. And as Ken indicated, I've been here for 6 years. I love living here. I love working here. I love being part of the community here. This is a great area that is going to boom over the next 5, 10, and 20 years. The Waneks see it. That's why that building behind us, and they've done this incredible renovation. Cascade Investment sees it. That's why we're going to put in $2 billion downtown to create a great gathering spot. That's why people up in Tampa Heights see it, like Richard Gonsmart. That's why Judy Genshaft, this USF, with all their growth. We can go on, and the governor and the mayor and county commissioners who all see the potential of this area. And it's not just, you know, I've said, well, great, we want to develop our 40 acres downtown into something special. Yes, we do, but it's not just us. It is this whole region. It is this state. It is Ybor, which is undergoing a revival. It is downtown St. Pete. It is the entire region here. This is a great place to be. It is a great place to live. More and more people are going to come here for both those reasons in the decades ahead. And frankly, it is young. We are early in the process, and I couldn't be more proud. It says special guest speaker. I'm not a guest to this city. The city is my home. I could be no more proud. Me, my wife Penny, all of us at the Lightning and real estate to be part of this great area, and we look forward to the years ahead. Congratulations, Waneks, for also believing in Tampa and this great day.
Our final speaker is Mayor Bob Buckhorn. You know, the mayor, I can't say enough good things about him. You know, we became good friends during a big event here a few years ago, and every time we needed something done, they turned it around in, 24 hours, some days the same day. And we've never seen that kind of cooperation. Whenever we had a problem, the mayor took care of it. And it wasn't that he sent a bunch of people to do it. The mayor would text me. I think that's a public record now, too, unfortunately. But the mayor would text me and say, Ken, we're going to take care of this right away. So without his support, without the support of your staff, Bob McDonough and the city, we wouldn't have gotten this done. But to Jeff's point, too, about the jobs that we're going to create here. You know, USF and Judy Genshaft with the Ready, Set, Work program, those are great programs that are all going to make this environment even better than it is today. We're turning out kids that we can actually employ when they get out of the university, and that's critically important. So Judy, thank you as well for being here today, and really appreciate your help. But back to the mayor, we couldn't ask for a better partner. He's a great guy. He's a personal friend, and I'm glad to have him as our mayor, and I hope you do great things in the future beyond being mayor, mayor.
Never heard so many Republicans say so many nice things about me. This is it's a new day in Florida. You know, it's funny, the governor and I have this sort of running joke, and we do spend a lot of time together working on job creation. And Governor, thank you for all the support that you've given Tampa in particular and the state of Florida. But, you know, I can't tell you that it wouldn't be pretty cool to be able to give out medals as the governor. I mean, I think that's a pretty cool idea. But I'm not sure I want to give up being the mayor because I can turn your water off. A far more powerful position, I would submit. Thank you to all of you that are here today. I'll be very brief. I don't want any of my future voters falling out with heat stroke. So, although being Irish, I will ensure that you continue to vote in perpetuity. So it's. I would only ask you to do this. Think about where this city is today. And you think about the journey that we've been on over the last 5 years as we have emerged from the wreckage of the worst recession since the Great Depression. We were a city that had been knocked to its knees, a city that had been devastated by the recession, a city where unemployment was north of 12% and there were over 4,000 homes in some state of foreclosure or mortgage crisis in Tampa. And you think about a city that decided on some of those dark days in the midst of that recession that we don't know what the word quit means. That we were a city that was going to get up off that mat, a city that was going to straighten out its broken nose and wipe the blood off its face, and we were going to get back in the game. This is a city that doesn't understand what mediocre means. It doesn't understand what settling for just anything means. This is a city that I would remind you, as we stare up at that young maiden there, was founded by Spanish, Cuban, and Italian immigrants who came to America and came to Tampa for a better life. Families and generations of some of you that are here today who didn't speak the language, who didn't understand the culture, but who took a risk on a better life and a belief that they could come to this place and make a life for their family. Immigrant families who came from nothing, who knew nothing about the United States other than it offered hope and it offered opportunity. That is who settled Ybor City. That is who built these buildings that you see around you. But more importantly, that is the spirit that is in our DNA as Tampanians. We are a city that worships that diversity as a strength, not as a weakness. And I would submit to you that as those immigrants built this amazing city and as Ybor City has gone through its many iterations, like Tampa, Ybor City is on the verge of something special. The governor is absolutely right. Not only did we create more jobs last year than any place else in the state of Florida, but 3 out of the last 5 years, we've created more jobs than any place else in the state of Florida. So as Tampa got up off that mat, so did Ybor City. And Ybor City said that we're going to survive, we're going to be stronger, we're going to be better, we're going to diversify. We are going to pay homage to those immigrant families who came here, but we are going to turn that page and build a new Ybor City. A city that pays homage to those men and women who came here with nothing. And I would submit to you that just as those families gave Ybor City its roots, it's people like Ron and Todd and Jeff Vinik and all of you who believe that our best days are ahead of us that are going to give Tampa its wings. I'll tell you what, Tampa, with companies like Ashley who believe in doing more than just making money, but who believe in the capacity for corporate good, who understand that it's not just about you and I, it's about us collectively. It's about building a great company, but it's more important to leave a city and a state in better shape than it was given to you. That's what this family does every day. That's what the Viniks do every day. But most importantly, that's what every Tampanian does every day. We get up understanding that it's our moral obligation to leave this city in better shape than it was given to us. Your decision to move here, Ron and Todd, verifies your faith in us, your faith in Tampa at large, your faith in those immigrant families who are still here working hard every day. But most importantly, your faith in the belief that Tampa has yet to write its final chapter. Thank you for believing in us. Viva Ybor, viva Tampa, and viva Ashley. Thank you. Muchas gracias.